Hey, what's up dudes, today your boy GenNot is coming back with a new video on the channel. So you know what your boy wanted to do today? Well, I wanted to take a look at good old Reddit. So I found this post that I found to be really interesting. It's on the subreddit r/relationship advice. The title is "My girlfriend told me her extremely high body count and it's driving me insane" with caps. So I've talked about the topic of body count before and it was pretty controversial because I have a pretty strong opinion about it and some people get kinda upset when I say it. But let's start off the story. So this person is saying, starting off, we met on Tinder, I can tell you're shocked, and we hit off right from the start. We've been together almost a year and I see myself marrying this girl even after learning the information that I share with you below. So first of all, I think Tinder is just not a good way to be meeting your future wife, because Tinder is basically just a hookup website. Let's be real here with each other. You know that a girl that you talk to on Tinder basically is talking to like 15 other dudes. If you really want to like meet your girlfriend as wife, maybe, you know, meet her at like a local club or maybe at like, I don't know, the mall. Anything is better than honestly Tinder. I've never used it, but I know the image of Tinder and let me say it's not the best. So the story continues. Now, she always been pretty open about her sexual history with me. When she lost the virginity, she had some one-nighters, how she used to be, in her own words, a freaking, I cannot say that, which is odd because she tells me she's not that sexual of a person, but I always understood and never judged, which, you know, I think you should be judging, especially if your girlfriend, you know, wannabe wife is saying, oh yeah, I used to be a oh, you know, that's kind of something you should definitely be judging and thinking by yourself, is this really the type of woman that I want to put a ring on? Well, I guess this guy does, and he continues with saying, and she tested and clean of STDs. She went away to a different state for college and was really into partying, drinking, party drugs, and basically listing a lot of drugs that I'm not gonna name on YouTube for obvious reasons, with sex usually becoming a part of that. Now, I always just had a random number in my head, maybe 15 to 20 guys she slept with. She had several boyfriends, one night stands, that stuff. So that was basically a number I came up with. I saw it as normal and didn't make me upset. So basically this guy was like, oh yeah, my girl, she was really into partying, she had many boyfriends, and I was thinking, oh yeah, she maybe has slept with 15 to 20 dudes. Well, the truth is really hitting this guy really hard, because it's much more than just 15 dudes. It's a lot of guys. It's basically a small village of guys basically had with your girlfriend, in other words. But yeah, he's continuing. But the other night I learned the real number, or at least, you know, the estimation, and this woman is basically saying, oh yeah, I slept with 70 men, she lost her virginity around 15, and that basically a different guy every 2 months over the last 10 years. I'm now doing the math, it's not doing myself any favor, so basically it could be even more than 70 guys.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I just want to put all the information together, or in other words, all the red flags. So this girl basically starts off with saying that she is a massive, or was a massive hoe. Those are not my words, that's legit what she told her boyfriend. Second red flag is basically that the dude met this girl on Tinder, which already I explained is not a good start. The third red flag is basically that this girl was doing every single substance I cannot say on YouTube under the sun. That's the third red flag. The fourth red flag is basically that she was admitting that she basically had one night stands / hookups, which, you know, big red flag. Then legit the last red flag is her saying, oh yeah, I had many boyfriends. And then you basically can add another red flag of her saying, oh yeah, I had legit 70 dudes that I was sleeping with. And later on she's even gonna say that she doesn't even remember how many dudes that she actually slept with, which, you know, is crazy. I just don't understand it, and I don't understand that my guy, legit this dude, is not running away, because this girl is giving so many red flags. I just don't understand the perspective of my guy. Maybe I'm just like an old school conservative dude that, you know, is hating women. That's basically some people's opinion when I read a story like this, which is just not true. I just think if you're a guy and you ever meet a girl like that, just run away, because it's just gonna end really badly. So the story continues with this dude saying we were drunk, as she jokingly was pointing out I only had slept with 3 different girls, herself included in those 3. When she first met me, she assumed I was some player who smashed every girl right and left, and to this day she's amazed my body count fits on one hand. Me being drunk, asked me what her was, she paused and said I stopped counting a long time ago, but it's like somewhere around 70. I was able to hold a giant holy shit somehow in my drunken state, but I honestly can't get over the number. It is shocking for not being very sexual. How can you have sex with so many different people? Question mark. This is just an example of what my mind is racing around all day. I love this girl so much, that hasn't changed, and I know this is a me issue and I won't judge her on her past, but it's honestly made me feel so insecure for the last week and it's driving me insane. We had sex twice since she told me, and it's just in my head every time. 70 other dicks were in her. How many other guys have come in her? I cannot say that. She definitely had better than you. So many different dudes used her for smash before. I mean, in other words, this dude is basically meeting his natural biological instinct and basically thinking by himself, well, the kitty that I am smashing, already 70 other dudes had a part in before. You know, it's just overall a pretty messed up situation, and he's saying, oh yeah, it is a me issue, which I disagree with. It's not a you issue. It is basically an issue with you and your girlfriend, and you basically showing that you're not fine with your girlfriend while being the girl that every guy had before, which is a pretty normal emotion to have as a man, you know. But instead of that, he's saying, oh yeah, it is a me issue, I should deal with it, which I just disagree with. Just don't go that route. You're obviously not comfortable with this, especially when this girl is saying, oh yeah, I don't even know how many dudes I had, around 70, so it could be like 80 almost, which is just like, bruh, that's a small village right there. That's not good, my guy. If I was you, I would be honest with her and say, I just don't feel comfortable with this. It's a me issue. I mean, in that, I think, situation, it's a me issue. But yeah, point it out to her and basically say, oh yeah, I'm not okay with this. I know that, you know, I told you that I care and love you, but it's just something I cannot get over with. And before someone is gonna call me really cold, this and that, I just think that my guy, this dude that wrote this story, is kind of disgusted by his own girlfriend. That is really the way, you know, he's describing it. If he was fine with it, basically saying, oh yeah, I don't care about this and that, then it would be a different situation, but he seemed to be really bothered by it. So that only seems the only solution, you know, him leaving her. I don't know, it seems really bad if this dude would be legit be staying with this girl and basically finding her disgusting. I don't think that would be a good situation. But having said all of this, what do you think about this situation? Leave it in the comment section, press the like button, get subscribed, and I will see you all in the next one.